So the problem is, we've got two people barking. Now let's ask the real dog here what the problem is in Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
What is the problem in Dallas
I'm going to have to call the dog catcher for y'all. Both of y'all. Where's my net?
Not polished for fries. It's just the truth, man. It's just the truth.
Yeah. No, but that is the truth. It just feels like the dog in Dallas ain't there on offense. I mean, CeeDee Lamb is a dog, but he can't throw the ball to himself. Like, that's the part of being a receiver. Like, you can't get the ball to yourself.
We ain't talking about CeeDee Lamb.
But I'm just saying.
Nobody here questioning him.
But if you're going to talk about dogs, he is a dog.
That's right.
Yeah. I can't disrespect him and say he ain't a dog. He's a dog. Yeah. But they can't get the dog to bone. So he just biting gates and wood right now. He got to be able to go eat.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is, up top, that's where it starts.
Jerry Jones, even higher. Okay, got it.
It starts from up there.
Right.
Then it translates to the man who runs it from there to the people on the field.
Right.
Dysfunctional.
It's dysfunctional. I'm going to say this, too, though. I love me some Jerry Jones. No excuse. You could have got Derrick Henry. You didn't go get him. You could have signed Dak and CeeDee Lamb early and saved yourself about $20 million in cap space, so you could have went out there and got another player, got some girth. You didn't do that. You knew you were bringing in a defensive coordinator who was going to switch from a 4-3 under Dan Quinn before he left for Washington to coach the Commanders to a 3-4 defense, a bit soft. You see cats running on them right now, man. They're going 7, 8, 9 yards before they're touched. This is how bad it is in Dallas. And then you got the great Troy Aikman. See, we forget that Troy Aikman is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. We forget that sometimes, okay? Because he called Monday Night Football. When that brother goes out there and he calls them out and he talks about the dysfunction and the chirping amongst themselves, whatever, I'm like, how do we give Mike McCarthy a pass? It's your job to coach. It's your job to have control. What the hell are we talking about? Effort. Effort on the offensive line. Effort running routes. Effort from the defense. Effort. Nah, you don't play. You coach.
Right.
We wouldn't be saying that if it was Bill Belichick. We wouldn't be saying that if it was Mike Tomlin or somebody. The one thing we know you're going to do is your job, or you're going to be sitting on the sidelines, or you're going to be wearing another uniform. I'm talking effort. I'm not talking about effectiveness, efficiency. All right, that's given. I understand it. Sometimes that works for some people. Sometimes it doesn't. But you ain't never heard one of their teams, yo, we not giving effort.
No. Especially not with me.
No.
When I look at Dallas, and I'm sorry, we talked about them way too much, but when you got a guy that's bringing in 60 Eminem, Eminem, like we gotta speak our.
We have to.
We're not used to seeing them in this like situation. When I saw
this early
what the Detroit Lions did to that team.
Man, they gave the ball to the lineman.
What are we doing?
That's what I do in Little League when we up by 35,
What are we doing?
Big man ain't been in the game yet. Give him the ball. Come on, coach.
Give Big Pookie the ball.
Exactly.
Give Big Pookie the ball. But even then, like I said off camera, I said, bro, there's too many times in this moment of his career, all time, not just sometime, all time. I ain't never really seen Dak stand on business. We done seen people, yelling at him. They ain't going nowhere. Doing this or doing that, and he's going to be polished, and he's going to say, well, we just have
always
blah, blah. But I want to see.
We need to see the dog sometime. Bite back. Yeah, because the dog in us be watching it like, if you don't bite back.
What? You would never. Now, we don't have some disagreements in the locker room. I'm not about to sit up here and say I was always dysfunctional, but and behind every great player, it's a little toxicity.
It has to be.
Where is this toxic trait?
But y'all not understand how this is moving me right now. Because you see, I'm always by myself. I bring this stuff. I bring this stuff up, and I still, you know what it feels like for me, Cam, for you of all people, to fly from the South, to fly to New York City, to be in this studio in front of me and to echo this instead of me having to do it. Yeah. You have any idea how much this touches my heart, bro? I mean, this is a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful moment to see Snoop, who don't want to, he don't want to go there. He don't want to sit up there and say, where's the dog? The dog don't want to ask where the dog's at. But he can't help it. And see, when I say it, that's Stephen A. There you go. And I'm like, it's right there for y'all to see.
It's visible.
And the fact that y'all both have said it instead of me, it's a beautiful day.
Okay.
My week is going to be good. My week is going to be good.
And your whole weekend.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Your whole weekend, too, because they're on a bye. It sounds like, though, Cam's blaming a little bit of the quarterback, and maybe that's because you can relate so much to that position. Snoop's blaming Jerry Jones, it sounds like.
I'm blaming the whole up top, the coaching, the owners, all of that, because it's dysfunction, just that in general.
Okay. And who are you blaming, Stephen A?
In terms of what?
The Cowboys and this dysfunction.
There's no question that it's Jerry on this team this year. I didn't feel that way in a lot of the years past because I knew that they had the talent to get it done. I blamed him for the coaching pick, holding on to Jason Garrett for too damn long and stuff like that. But that was it. The roster he put forth on several occasions, they got it. So I didn't condemn them. But this offseason was nothing short of than a dereliction of duty. You cannot. Dereliction. That's right. Damn right. Dereliction of duty. Okay. You cannot walk into this NFL season knowing what Green Bay did, how they whipped your ass in the postseason, knowing what you saw from Detroit get to the NFC Championship game. They run the football more. They probably been in the Super Bowl.
Here's one thing I want to say. I ain't never seen the Steelers owner do an interview or in the locker room.
Oh, no.
I know. Well, he can't help it.
He can't help it.
He can't.
I'm just like, what is part of the game is that?
Howdy, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Today, your number one source for all things America's team. If you're a diehard football fan and love our Dallas Cowboys, you're in the right place. So don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest Cowboys news. Let's get started. Today, I've got some hot news that's shaking up the NFL world, especially for Dallas fans. If you've been closely following the Cowboys, you've probably noticed that this season has been full of ups and downs. With a 3-3 record so far, there's plenty of room for improvement, and the running game is one area that desperately needs attention. In fact, it's currently the least productive in the entire NFL. This has a lot of people wondering, what are Jerry Jones and company planning to turn things around? Well, amid all the speculation, some bold ideas are emerging. Recently, former player turned analyst Robert Griffin III made a suggestion that has caught the attention of many Cowboys fans. And honestly, it's got people talking. He suggested that Dallas take advantage of the New Orleans Saints rough patch. They're on a terrible losing streak, sitting at 2-5, and go for a blockbuster trade. And who's the player at the center of this potential trade? None other than star running back Alvin Kamara, who has already shown what he's capable of, especially when the Saints crushed the Cowboys 44-19 at AT&T Stadium. Griffin's idea is pretty straightforward. With the Saints sliding in the standings, maybe they'll switch to sell mode before the trade deadline on November 5th. This could give Dallas the chance to bring Kamara in, a powerhouse in the backfield who could completely transform the Cowboys' struggling run game. Griffin III even tweeted about it, saying that if the Saints continue to tank, Dallas should make a move for Kamara. So, Cowboys fans, what do you think? Can you imagine Alvin Kamara wearing the Cowboys uniform and being the driving force behind our offense? Now, before you get too excited about this idea, there's an important factor to consider. Kamara's salary for 2024 is a whopping $18 million. And for 2025, his cap hit jumps to $29 million, which, according to Jerry Jones, doesn't fit into the team's financial plans. He's made it clear that the strategy is to save ammunition for making big moves next year, rather than spending on a 29-year-old player with a contract like that. But don't worry, we still have realistic options. Here at the Star, we're keeping an eye on 3 changes that could really make a difference for the Cowboys, adding a new piece to the running game, revamping the offensive line, and possibly even shaking up the coaching staff. Now I want to hear from you. Is Kamara worth the investment, or should we focus on more viable options to strengthen our roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to share this video with your friends on social media, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel to keep getting the hottest news and analysis about our Cowboys. Let's stick together on this journey to the top of the NFL.